We weren't streaming. I thought we were streaming, but we weren't streaming. Oh my god. I'm really with it today, y'all. Hello, everyone. And welcome to the Space Game Junkie podcast. I, as always, am your co-host, Brian. Joining me, as always, is your co-host, Jim.
Hey.
Hey. Your co-host, Hunter.
Hey, Brian, where you going? Bro, we need to go. We need to go get some Horgons and lay on the beach. Come on. You with me? Check out my chest hair.
I'm sorry. I thought
they're fast.
I thought you wanted to go do a street race, like in Fast and Furious.
You know,
an illegal street race.
It's not how you stand by your car; it's how you drive your car that counts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Did I say Spaz? Did I introduce you, Spaz? Hey, Spaz.
I am here.
Hi. Welcome, everyone. Jeez. Welcome, everyone, to the Space Game Junkie podcast. We didn't have a topic this week because now that I'm seeking out guests again, I wasn't able to get one for this week, so I thought we'd just hang out and chat. We haven't done that in a little while. No topic. See how we're all doing. Talk about what we're playing, that sort of thing. You know, how this crazy new world wow, that's an outfit. This crazy new world we live in is affecting us. Yeah, I mean, Star Trek Online is great for the sitting around and talking thing. Actually, it's pretty to look at, and it's easy to log into. It's free. I guess the Orville is too, but I think this gives us more. I think Star Trek gives us more options. So,
you know, Brian, if you click on the little site-to-site transport at the bottom right there, take yourself to beam to the promenade.
Oh, okay. So for those watching the video and not for those listening and not watching the video, we are playing Star Trek Online, and there's an event going on Risa, which, wow, this looks like Milan or something. There's an event going on Risa, which if you're not familiar with Star Trek, why are you listening to this podcast? But if you're not, let's just say you're not familiar with Star Trek. Risa is a vacation planet. It is like the vacation hotspot. Well, one of the big vacation hotspots. There are a few.
That is one big ass Horgon. Wow, look at that.
Holy moly. That is a big...
Hey.
So friends, if you're not familiar with a Horgon, basically if you carry around one of those, it means you're inviting people for sex. And that is...
I mean, if you carry that around, you're really making a statement. Like,
can you even carry that around? Can you even, like...
Listen. I don't want anybody to have any illusions as to what's going on right here. Let's go.
So talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Yes.
Oh my god. This is a big old Horgon.
That takes me back. So yeah, we have a guest for next week, which I'm very excited about, and we'll tell you about later. But no guest this week, so we thought we'd just... And I couldn't think of a topic. My brain is mush. Oh, hi. How you doing? Wow, that's an outfit. Barely.
Where do you go?
I'm right out here. I'm right outside. I'm on the balcony.
There you are.
And there's a...
I see. I got you.
That's a hell of an outfit. An outfit even. So yeah, we have kind of decided that Star Trek Online is kind of like our let's hang out online virtually thing, because I mean the Orville thing is great, but like it doesn't have the options that the Star Trek universe has, including Risa and Deep Space Nine and everything. So like it's just a little more fun. And God, with the news that the Orville might only get a third season and that's it, like going on the virtual.
That one's
Orville.
unsubstantiated though.
Yeah, I know. Like I've heard some people have said that it's bullcrap, but some people have said that Seth MacFarlane knew it's only getting one more season on Hulu. So I don't know. I don't freaking know. So I mean, I would love many more seasons of the Orville. We don't even know when the third season's going to premiere at this point, do we? Like late this year. That's all they said. Well,
yeah, later this year. Things are just delayed because of circumstances.
Because of everything. Wait, I'm on a Horgon hunt? Where'd this come from? I don't know what that is. Apparently I'm on a Horgon hunt and I have 40 seconds left to do it.
No.
That's just no, don't worry about that. That's something different.
Oh, okay.
That's just telling you that those are the events going on right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
The events are on a cycle. So once this one ends, the next one will begin, and then you can transport over to it if you want to participate.
And you're right, System in Shock. Tomorrow is the release of Approaching Infinity on Steam. That's disgustingly exciting. That is horrifically exciting. I cannot wait for that. I am
buying it again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Double dipping on that one.
Try again soon.
Try again soon. Okay, bro. Looks like John Cena with sunglasses. Whoever said that. So yeah, no topic tonight. Just thought we'd hang out, see how you guys in the chat are doing. Talk to you guys here, see how you're doing. How are you guys doing? Hunter, you've been a little stressed of late. How are you feeling a little better lately? How's everything going?
Yeah, no, you should ask Jim about my adventures with him and Mech Warrior last night.
Which one? Mech Warrior 5, Mech Warrior Living Legends?
Yeah. So Mech Warrior 5 is on Game Pass.
On fire.
And because I've got Game Pass and I haven't actually bought Mech Warrior 5, I can actually play it.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that Microsoft has kind of released a way that you can actually put mods into Mech Warrior 5 now, Jim and I were Jim was wondering, he's like, hey, can you actually put these mods in, like the mods that I use in there? And it turns out one of them that he was using actually required access to the root folder of the game install. Well,
good luck
with
with that.
The Microsoft Store. You can get access to it. It just takes a pain in the ass. Like you have to go and make your profile a developer profile or something like that, and then you'll get more access to the machine. But it's just all this extra work for just to install one 11K file. I'm just I'm not sure I want to kill myself just to install this one mod. But
I'm surprised.
It's actually the mod.
All right, I was gonna say I'm surprised to hear there are mods for Mech Warrior 5. I didn't know there were any.
Oh yeah, so and it happens to be as Jim was about to say, it happens to be the one mod that actually makes the game actually entertaining to play.
Oh.
So basically what this mod does is it changes how the spawns work, and it doesn't it does that, and it also changes how your AI pilots that work with you operate and interact. They won't shoot you in the back like they used to. They don't just deliberately walk through buildings that you're trying to protect.
They would shoot you in the back?
They would shoot indiscriminately and hit you. Just they're trying to shoot this other thing, but you are standing between what they're shooting at, and they would just shoot and hit you. There's people.
The other mechs, friendly and AI, even if they have jump jets, don't use them. So you'll never see a mech jump except yourself, because reason.
And this mod changes.
Yeah, so there's a mod that fixes that, and but the one mod that we couldn't get in there is the one because what the game normally will do is it just randomly around you will spawn tanks, right? So you could be
helicopters or
so you could be in a canyon. It's like a hallway, and what's behind you. You just came from there. And then you start getting shot in the back, and you turn around, and there's tanks behind you suddenly that just popped out of nowhere. That crap goes away. So, and what it does is instead of
you're walking,
tanks,
or you're walking, and they would just spawn right in front of you, and you're like, "Hey, what?"
Yeah, it's just it just pops up out of the ground, "Boop, here's a tank, surprise." Yeah, it doesn't do that anymore. So what happens is, the tanks spawn in as part of lances, and they come in drop ships, right? So when a drop ship comes in, then it'll drop like a couple of mechs and a couple of tanks. If you know, like tanks are interchangeable with light mechs, so you might get a locust, you might get a tank, something like that. And the helicopters aren't as thick, you know, because dude, it's like when you play without the mod, it'll send like 10, 15 helicopters at a time.
Yeah, you're like,
obnoxious.
it's a flock of seagulls over there. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I've heard there are mods that improve not only the spawn rates but the AI as well.
So anyway, long story short, we ended up getting a chance to actually play with each other last night, but it took way more effort than necessary to try and even make things work. But come to find out, it really relies upon the fact that I can't have him come and co-op in my game until I get to a certain point in the single player.
What?
Like, and we're not even talking about, like, for some reason, like every time I got even very far, like I made my own, my own Merc company, and I'm out in the galaxy now doing my own thing. I finished like the main like initial tutorial missions, and I'm actually out in the main game now, and he still can't join me in co-op. I could join him though, but the way that Microsoft does it is like, you know, it was really bizarre, and so we just like. And so, because I've had a rough couple of days, just because things are getting crazy, you know, I was cussing up a storm. Like I almost lost my voice yelling and cussing so much last night. I just was so mad. But you know, we finally got into a game, and we finally got to like run around, and he's got a Marauder that's got some PPCs on it, and I was a happy little camper because Marauder is probably one of my favorite mechs. So. Yeah, we ended up having a good time, but like it just, you know, just the effort to put into it, and you know, I'm doing better. It's just like work has been slave driving me like crazy, mainly because I am the IT department for like an organization of, you know, nearly 200 people, and you know, I had to turn the organization overnight to a work from home organization, and you know, we're also trying to do upgrades, and we're still under like merger and like COVID, and I mean, I could go on bitching all night long if you wanted me to, but I'm not. But, but you know, I'm doing good. I think I found a lot of like, you know, comfort actually in playing, you know, a couple of games. I've been playing a lot of STO lately. I've been finally going back through some of the story mission stuff that I hadn't done yet. So I got through all of the what were those missions? So the episodes that I finally just went through were Yesterday's War and Future Proof. So I finally finished up that stuff, and it was actually good. I was kind of thinking it wasn't going to be that good, but I actually really enjoyed it. There's definitely some head nods to some other Star Trek things, especially Enterprise, because of the sphere builders. So that was pretty cool, and Daniels, of course, because Daniels was kind of integral to Enterprise. There was some interesting stuff with what is it, Ciel or Tasha's Romulan daughter,
Sela.
Sela, thank you. Yeah, so there's some stuff with Sela in Yesterday's War that was interesting, and there's some really interesting revelations about Tasha from that, and I'm not going to go into because spoilers. But yeah, I've actually been kind of really enjoying just kind of like getting back into it. A buddy of ours, Dan, has actually started playing it, and he's been getting into it. So it's been fun. So I've been doing okay. It just
For a limited time only, I will be awarding bonus favors to anyone who comes help me locate temporal art.
That's good. I mean,
shut up, not Ron.
I'm glad you found. I can't even afford a floater.
Well,
I can't even afford to rent one.
So the nice thing was though, and just for clarification, this is me. I don't advise this for everybody, right? Because circumstances are different for everyone, and there might be different rules in place for everybody. But my wife and I actually were able to go out on a double date the other night with some friends of ours. We went to Olive Garden. And we actually had a really nice time. They had, due to a lot of the different restrictions on things, it was surprisingly accommodating even in spite of the restrictions that were in place on, what was and isn't okay and stuff like that. And, as a private business, they can dictate how they want to operate things. But, it was just kind of nice to actually get out. And I know not everywhere can do that. So I say that understanding that, like, I really am hoping, because it felt nice to get out, and I really hope that we can get back to a point where everybody can actually, feel comfortable going out again and doing those things, because despite like the rough times that I've had lately, that was just like kind of that one little like spark of just kind of feeling normal again. So it was brief, but it was nice.
We tried that the other day. We left the house. We drove down to Hermosa Beach. It was a Sunday, and we're like, let's hope not too many people are out. Nope. There were a ton of people out. Not just on the beach and on the Strand, the concrete walkway that goes along several miles of the beach, but in the town. We passed more than one restaurant full of people not wearing masks and within at least 2-3 feet of each other. I actually got so angry I had to forcibly remove myself from the situation.
Yeah,
because
I'm sorry, dude. Like, and that's why I said I know like things are different in different places, and like not
Right,
every,
and-
it's.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I know businesses have to stay open, and if they do it right, like they do, maybe they only do takeout, or like they only allow a certain amount of people sitting certain distance apart in their establishment. As long as they're safe and everything, I don't have a problem with that. But this was not that. This was the opposite of that, and it was infuriating. So
I've wanted my whole life for people to want to be 6 feet away from each other. So this is really.
No, my best friend and I joke about that all the time. It's like we've been training for this our whole lives.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
You were asking about whether or not you can carry a Horgon that large. There's a guy lounging over here. He doesn't have one that big, but this gentleman, sir, that is a very large Horgon you have.
I don't know. Oh my God! It's almost as big as he is.
I don't know what a Horgon is, but it sounds like some kind of dick joke.
It kind of is.
It sort of is. I was explaining earlier.
It's a statue.
On this Ryza planet, it's a statue where if you have one presented, it means you're looking for a sexual partner.
It's like a little totem almost.
Yeah.
It's got a tribal look to it.
If you lose it, are you like, where's my Horgon?
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway. So I'm hoping that for MechWarrior 5, that expansion that's hopefully going to come out, apparently, I'm hoping that'll make that into an actual better game. We'll see, though. I don't have a lot of hope for it.
Well, for what it's worth, the mods that we were playing with, that Jim and I were playing with, actually did make the game a lot of fun to play. I was really enjoying it because it changes some of the weapon stuff with the mods that we were doing. So, like, for example, the PPCs are like lightning bolts, and there's just some.
Hang on, you guys have to come over here and just look at how freaking festive Shogun's outfit is. It is.
Oh, is he in here?
He's in here. It is freaking spectacular.
Wait, hold on a second. If this is Spaz, who's Hip Hip Hadar? Is that
Memory?
Memory League Dead?
Who?
Memory.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great when people just join us. That's funny.
Well, I like it when people join us. Oh yeah.
That's great.
He was so Shogun was wearing this not too long ago too. He was with
Shogun,
his shoulder pads and his
that
cape.
outfit, with the bread box and the shoulder pads. Yeah, that is an amazing outfit. Oh my God, look at that! Very well kept Romulan, or I'm guessing you're a Romulan. Iceberg, yeah. Star Trek Online is fun for the solo player. I play it almost exclusively solo, and yeah, you can. I would say what you could probably play about 95% of the game solo. Am I guessing that right?
Even more than that.
I was about to say you could probably play through the whole thing by yourself. I mean,
Mm.
the only times you ever need to interact with people is if you do any of the PvE stuff.
Operations.
Yeah.
Task force operations do require a group, but you can join as a solo player and you'll still be in that random group. And 90% of the time, those people are going to do what they're supposed to do. They're not going to screw you over because, well, it's PvE with the game.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So no one can mess with you in there. So even if as a solo player, you'll be all right. So you can literally play this game all by yourself. Now, there are advantages to being part of player groups. Like if you ever wanted to play, you could join the Space Game Junkie fleet and you'll get some benefits to that, like discounts on the Dilithium store, for example.
But there really isn't much PvP in this game, though, is there? There really isn't.
It's organized. So like you're not going to just be like, hey, join a PvP match and have fun. Like the PvP in this game is all organized because people don't actively seek it out.
Yeah, the PvP scene is pretty dead. It's actually fairly dead. And the reason why is because PvP isn't really that balanced. So it's not as fun as it might be in, say, other games where you can just kind of duel. The closest thing to PvP that is fun, though, is the competitive TFOs, where it's a team versus team thing. You're competing against the environment. You got puzzles to solve, either on your ship or on foot, and you're racing against the other team to do it.
Well, that's fun. You're not like literally shooting at the other team. You're just competing. That's cool. Yeah, it doesn't sound like this game has much of any PvP, Iceberg. And again, it's free to try. You should totally load it up. If you like Star Trek at all, there's something for there's really something for you in here. Just understand that the ground stuff is not.
It's not as fun as space.
Not as fun as space stuff.
I will say that they have made strides to make it better, especially the later game. The later game content because it's newer content has definitely improved by a lot.
Agreed.
So like I would say that I think that they're trying to rework a lot of the ground stuff over time. But yeah, I've actually grown to really appreciate this game in a lot of ways. Yeah. Including some of the ground stuff, despite all that.
It's really great because unlike games like Eve, for example, I'm gonna shit on Eve a little bit here. It doesn't ask much. It doesn't ask much of you, but it gives a lot in return while you're playing it. Like you're not gonna strain your brain playing this one. You're just gonna go in and have a good time. Just sometimes that's all you want. You don't want to have to worry about the economy or whatever. You just want to go in and play a thing. And this is very good for just going in, like, I'm just going to do a mission. And that'll be it for the day. Like, sometimes when I feel like I just log in and do, like, one quest, and then I'm done. Like, I did a thing. I feel good, And the quests are typically well-written. And even the ground stuff being not as good as the space stuff, the writing is usually good enough to, like, okay, fine. I'll go over there and click this thing. Okay. But yeah, it's great for just logging in and like, oh, I'm going to fight some Klingons today for this mission. All right. And I'll run around a planet and shoot some Borg today. Okay, sure. And they have events all the time, like this one, for example. And yeah, it's great for just like, if you can't decide what to play, it's like, okay, I'm going to log into Star Trek and do a quest. It's a really good game for that kind of situation. and again, since it's like more of a theme park style MMO, like World of Warcraft, it does not strain your brain. So it's very easy to log in and do a thing, and then like, okay, I feel satisfied. I can log out now.
And the nice thing about it too that I was going to say earlier is because it's not. Wow, that guy had a purple top hat. Go you.
That was a Jem'Hadar. That was a Jem'Hadar with a purple suit and a top hat.
And a purple top. That's
purple
amazing.
Top hat.
So
amazing.
The thing that I do like about this game is even though it's free to play and there are a lot of like pay for mechanics, so like you can use real money to buy stuff. I wouldn't call it pay to win because there's no PvP component that's gonna like conflict with that. So while people can spend money and just like buy a whole bunch of ships with real money, everything can be done in the game without having to spend money. Everything really else, nice. Most of everything else, like what I'm wearing right now, is all cosmetic, and so like it's just kind of silly, So
yeah, so. Yeah, basically, when we do one of these podcasts, it's kind of like a long commercial for Star Trek Online, but it literally is a good place just to hang out.
Yeah, pay up, STO.
Besides, we do have our fleet here, and our fleet is really active. So
yeah, very active fleet.
People logging in at all times of the day, and we haven't organized any fleet events yet, but
not in a while, at least.
Not in a while, no, but when we have, we've got a lot of people who jump in, and we get pretty far with it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, our fleet level is now 30, and we are currently upgrading our shipyard to level 3. And when that happens, we'll actually be able to get the option to upgrade our starbase to tier 3 as well.
Wow.
And I'm pretty excited about that because it's going to change the exterior look of the starbase, and we'll get some additional unlocks from that as well. So we're making progress, and we're also getting super close to. Hey, there's Dan. Hey, Dan. We're also getting super close to getting our dilithium mine completely tiered up to level 3, and once we do that, we'll get a 15% discount on the dilithium store.
Fun.
So.
Pretty cool. Yeah, so there's a lot to do here. There are like meta things you can do, like send crew out on missions, so you don't even have to be logged in to have stuff happen there, which is fun. And the graphics are quite good. They do a great job, and you can tell the people who make Star Trek Online really love Star Trek. Like they really, really love Star Trek, like a lot. Because there's just so much love for the lore and the universe that goes into this game. Because, I mean, what other Star Trek game is there right now? Guess Bridge Crew?
There are other Star Trek games mobile.
But, like, nothing else is being developed right now, I don't think. There's nothing else that's, like, under active development.
The
like
limited time rewards have ended.
Bridge Crew got the next gen DLC. I don't know if that did well or not. I guess it didn't because we haven't heard anything else since then. I was really hoping for a DS9 DLC.
We would kill for a Defiant, but
what would be interesting?
Kill.
It would be interesting if they did like a Deep Space Nine update that not only gave you the Defiant, but you actually had like bridge of the station missions that you had to do as well, like defend DS9 from like Cardassian.
Oh yeah, like you'd have the promenade, and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, the promenade's being invaded. Go save Quark. Oh, do I have to save Quark? Fine. I guess. Yeah, I was really hoping for a DS9 DLC and then like a movie era DLC. I would kill for a Reef Enterprise. Yeah.
Can you see me, Cook? Yeah. Be honest, warrior to warrior.
Exactly. You could put Khan in there, and you could put Chang in there, and oh man, that would have been great. But
have we not heard the chimes at midnight?
Now I want to watch Star Trek 6 again.
What would your favorite author say, Kirk? God, he's so quotable. He's so quotable.
Great. I love it. He's one of the best reasons to play Klingon Academy is that they bring him back. It's so great.
Yep.
Him, like, how
Speaking
they got
of
him
bringing back,
yeah.
Do you know who was in the last DLC that they, or not DLC, but the last event that they had, right? In STO?
No.
They got Robert O'Reilly came back, not playing Gowron because Gowron is canonically dead, but playing another character.
No. Don't tell me he came on as Beige.
He came. No. Avak is his Klingon name in the latest event, which is already ended, of course. But he came back, and Martok came back.
Martok
is probably my favorite.
I tried to get you to join to get to playing it, but I guess you missed out. Well, I mean, you've also been busy with other stuff.
Yeah, but Martok is my favorite Klingon, so I'm a little sad I missed it. But yeah, I've been busy with other things too.
God, Gowron, good old Bug Eyes himself. Glory to you.
They did face capture on him when they were making his new character because it has the eyes. The new character had the eyes.
Oh man,
of Gowron.
Oh, that's great. That is great.
And he actually does use the line "experience beige" when you're going through that mission.
I thought that was that character's name.
No. Beige is the Klingon word for punishment. But it was a nice callback to the VCR board game in which that was one of his signature lines.
Yeah, folks, if you're not aware what we're talking about, in the mid-90s, there was a VCR Star Trek Next Generation trivia game. And apparently...
It wasn't a trivia game.
Oh, what was it? I thought it was a trivia game.
It was kind of like an action game.
Really? Okay.
It was a co-op. It was a co-op game in which you played junior officers who were on the Enterprise when it gets stolen by a single Klingon, no less.
One Klingon,
which is an amazing feat in itself.
I know.
Yes, played by Robert O'Reilly. And of course, he was not Gowron as well.
No.
Yeah, totally not Gowron. But
that was before he played Gowron, though. Was that before or after?
No, it was after. It was after.
Oh dear Lord!
It was after. Yeah.
Why would you do that, guys?
He'd played Gowron on Next Gen long before that, but the goal of it was to gather isolinear chips and then get into the computer core and stop the Enterprise before it reaches Klingon space. Because once it reaches Klingon space, Klingons will destroy the ship and start a war.
Oh God!
Is this all considered canon?
It wasn't canon, but that was the idea behind the game.
All right, here you go. I got a new stance for my guy. You ready? You ready, Brian? You ready? Ready, Brian? Here you go. You ready?
Do it.
Got a little lean to him. And just a little. Hey, have you seen my Horgon?
This might be because I watched this show last night, but you look like Carl Urban from The Boys when you do that.
Yeah, I see the resemblance.
Yeah, I'm just seeing Carl Urban from The Boys when you lean like that. I don't know why, but
now we just need to get him a Lady Gorn shirt. Dude, I love this shirt.
That's
I want
amazing.
one in real life. I really do.
Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Let me see. Okay, so folks, this is an Hawaiian shirt with see if I can get a little closer. Oh, for God's sakes, Ruben. Hang on.
You just commando rolled right past Horgons and Lady Gorns.
I'm trying to get close enough so the folks on the stream can see this majestic freaking thing. So yeah, it's a Lady Gorn shirt. That is amazing detail.
Can hit the B key to switch into yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll toggle the
see.
mode as yeah. So that might make it a little easier for you to zoom in.
It does a little bit, yeah. Hey Dan. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, just hit B again to toggle that off.
If they're not making actual shirts to buy of this, that's leaving money on the table. I think they would, even in a pandemic, I think people would buy this shirt. I legit do think people would buy this shirt.
See, my wife can't stand Hawaiian shirts for whatever reason. I tell her it's like one of the problems that I have is they actually fit me. I'm kind of a husky man, and She might let me get away with having one of these. Although I couldn't really wear it unless we were at the beach. So
yeah, both Shogun and I are standing here like judging you all. Like y'all need motherfucking profits, basically, is what.
Oh my god! See now I need that as a shirt. That's what I need. I need that as a shirt.
With a picture
Y'all
of
need
Ben
some motherfucking profits.
With a picture of Ben
oh my
Sisko,
child.
with a picture of Ben Sisko and the wormhole behind him, and then Kai Wynn over on the side. Yeah, I'd buy that shirt. Someone make that happen. Unless it exists already.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh yeah. So Spaz, what have you been playing lately? We heard some Mech Warrior 5 talk. What have you been playing lately?
Well, I would dive back into Mech Warrior 5, but I have it installed. I just haven't jumped back into it. No, what I've been playing is No Man's Sky.
Okay.
That's the main thing I've been.
Yeah, they just
been doing gaming.
They just had a huge update a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, the Desolation update. So what it added was derelict freighters.
Right.
And the idea is, you buy this thing on a station, and then you go into Pulse Jump, find a freighter, you can land on it with up to 4 players, so you can do this as a group. And there are crap tons of loot to be found. Oh. And it's kind of creepy. Not so much that it would nope you out of it, Brian, but
I was gonna say, would I nope out? Okay, that's good to hear. Because I would log in back into No Man's Sky to give that a try. That does sound like my jam.
Yeah, and you can. So the layouts are procedural. So if you go and get the beacon to get to a freighter, and then you do it again in the same system, the layout will be the same, but you can pick different loot when you complete it. But you get lots and lots of loot. It's worth about, you pay $5 million in order to get one of the beacons, but you get about $2 to $5 million in loot from that freighter. So it can pay off. Even though it doesn't seem like it'll pay off, it actually does earn you a profit because you can expand your freighter. One of the things you can do is expand your freighter up to its maximum cargo slots. So that's an item you can get just by completing it.
All right, I might have to reinstall No Man's Sky. I'm saving hard drive space for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Fair. It's a good game.
Yeah, that comes out in a couple of weeks, and I can wait.
I pre-ordered it too. I
know I shouldn't have, but
I hope the port's going to be good. But the PS4 version, if it's anything close to the PS4 version, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I am very excited because I've heard nothing but good things about that game, and it looks really like my jam. Like
it's very much your jam. Yeah. Absolutely.
Friday? It comes out this Friday? No, it doesn't. I thought it was like next week or something. Wait. What?
It does come out soon. It does come out here in August. I've got my key waiting for me over on GMG because that's where I got it. I got it at a discount.
Yeah, I should have done that, but I'm like, I just went straight through Steam. Wait, August 4th? Today is August 4th. Wait, what? Hang on.
Whoa, what?
Give me a Scooby snack. August 7th, it comes out. So Friday.
Yeah, I was about to say, Friday. I feel like I would have gotten my email with my key if I...
Yeah, you would have. No, it comes out Friday. It comes out Friday, which is disgustingly exciting.
Because I still need to play through Death Stranding. I'm really looking forward to that. I've heard nothing but good things.
What is Death Stranding? I just know the guy from Boondock Saints is in it. That's all I know.
That's a good question. Did you know that Conan O'Brien's in Death Stranding as well? He's got a cameo in there.
Wait a minute. What?
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. There's a cameo. Yeah. And the PC version has definitely got some Half-Life 2 Easter eggs in it as well. Even the Epic Store version got it.
Is it a shooter or is it what is it? Is it an open world game? What the heck is it even?
Yes.
Okay. It certainly looks pretty.
So to get down to brass tacks, it is basically an adventure story. There is some action to it, but it's not so much about being a shooter than it is about following through the story that's going on, because that's kind of the artistic style that Kojima likes to do. So the story, nice balloons. The story that you're following is really you're kind of like a post-apocalyptic delivery man.
That's what Shogun is saying in the chat. UPS Simulator 2021.
I wouldn't call it like, simulator, because there's definitely some things where you do have to fend off like raiders that are trying to steal your packages. You do have to fend off this weird thing that's going on in the world. There's a sci-fi element going on in the world that you have to watch out for. The rain is not good, because the way the rain mechanic works is if it touches you, it ages you. It weathers things that it touches, so you got to be careful, because if you get caught out in the rain, the packages that you have can get corrupted, like the outside, it erodes them away. So I wouldn't say necessarily ages you. It's almost like acid, or erosion. So it's a very interesting game, and I'm looking forward to playing through it.
Got Mads Mikkelsen and Lindsay Wagner in it. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, there's an all-star cast in there. So
all right, I've wishlisted that.
But just because you have an all-star cast doesn't mean you have a game, Star Citizen. I mean, yeah. So,
you guys see that they talked about a roadmap for a roadmap recently?
Yeah, that really pissed off a lot of people. I think even some of the diehard fans are like, okay, guys, So the whole thing about I don't know. There's oh no,
what happened? Oh gosh.
Someone threw down a dance bomb. Baz, was it you?
No, it wasn't me. No,
it must have been Shogun. It was probably Shogun. Shogun threw down a dance bomb, and it had to have been.
Oh god, even the vendor is dancing.
Yeah,
that's
how
great.
it works. Yeah,
that's great. They could have made they didn't have to add that touch. They could have made it so the vendor just stood there. They didn't have to add that. And the cat and the pets are looking at us judgingly, as pets do. Shogun, we're never gonna not dig at Star Citizen at this point, I think, because it's just a giant train wreck. Never gonna happen. It's just never gonna happen.
While I acknowledge that there has been progress and the game is way more playable than it's ever been, there's a certain point in time where you got to go, okay.
It's been 8 years.
It's been. I feel like it's been longer than that. But.
I know, but Grand Theft Auto 5, I think, cost less than this game and took less time. Red Dead Redemption 2 as well.
Well, on some of these things, we don't really know how long the production time is on some of these games. So, while Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most sold game of all time at this point, it's made Rockstar a lot of cash, and they're still selling. The game is still selling to this day, and it's been out for a long time. And I think the production cycle for GTA 5 was pretty lengthy. Let me do a fact check on that before I say
Star Citizen cash grab year 8. Yeah. Yeah, Shogun, that's adorable. We'll keep digging at it until it comes out. Yeah, all right. Like it's ever coming out. To be honest, it's not. It isn't. The investors are going to pull the plug at some point, and then they'll be, oh, we're shutting down. That's probably what's going to happen.
So, according to this, preliminary work of Grand Theft Auto 5 began shortly after Grand Theft Auto 4's release in April of 2008, and then the game itself was released in 2013. So there's about a five-year cycle there.
5 years, yeah.
And so when you consider that that's when the game development ceased. So when you think about the fact that GTA 5 came out 7 years ago and is still selling pretty strong today,
yeah,
that's got to say something.
I mean, I think the only
and it's coming out on the next gen consoles, so it's like,
oh, is GTA 5 going to be the next Skyrim, where there's going to be a freaking Alexa version of GTA 5? You see a gang across the street. Shoot it.
I was about to say the same thing. I was like, you come to an intersection. There's a convenience store on your right. There's a Mercedes on your left. Which one do you rob? It's like,
exactly. Like eventually GTA is going to come out for frickin' everything. So me, I've been playing Spaceborne. That came out finally out of early access a couple of weeks ago. And it's freaking great, you guys. It's like someone took an ARPG and added elements of Freelancer and EVE Online to it with a bat crap story, plenty of Eurojank, and lots of ships and loot and toys and weapons, and it's great. It is great. There's a story mode and a sandbox mode. I've been doing the story mode. But it's kind of like Freelancer, and there's a story thing over there, but you just do it when you want, you know. But like, it takes elements of other games we've played and made them better. Like, remember in Freelancer, for example, in a lot of space games, you have to like go to a space station to find a mission. You know what I mean, or whatever. You know, that's an old trope. With this game, there's a panel called Looking for Pilot, where no matter where you are, you can just seek out missions and take them from wherever you are. It's just built into your ship. Like, that just makes so much sense, you know? And some of the missions are wacky, like destroy this illegal space casino. Take out the Dizzlepuff gang. Right, and there are pirate missions too. And then when you do a pirate mission, you get a bounty put on you, but you can hunt down the person who put the bounty on you, and you can remove the bounty by killing them. And like, it's great because there's a scanner system in the game, and so like the systems are hard coded, but if you scan a system, there might be an asteroid field over there, or a wormhole over there, an anomaly over there, or a salvage field over there. You know, it's so that stuff is randomized between systems, and so there's just a lot to do. And
there's drone racing too.
Huh? There's also drone racing. I have not done the drone racing yet.
You've not done drone racing. You should do drone racing.
All right, I will do drone. Yeah, there's drone racing as well. I forgot about that. It's not at every station. I think only certain stations have it. But yeah, you can buy multiple ships. You can be a trader. There's a war going on. So like you'll go to a system and you'll go to a station and you'll see two sides battling it out. You could choose which one to fight for. And if you do really well, you'll get like really sweet loot. It's just such a great game. It is such a great game, and I just find myself loading it up and doing a few contracts just to get some money. And sometimes you find a piece of loot that'll like buy you the next ship you want because it's like worth that much money. And it's got like, you can fly it like Freelancer from outside, but each ship has a cockpit view as well. So it's just really great. It's probably my favorite space game of the year so far. There have been some good contenders this year. like Void Destroyer 2 and whatnot. But like, yeah, lately when I have a moment, I'm just like, I'm just gonna load up Spaceborne and do a couple of contracts, and get some money. Because it's great. No matter what you do, you always get experience and money. Oh God, Shogun, your power went out. Oh God, I'm sorry. I wonder where he disappeared to. I guess that explains that. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Who's the vacationer standing on the shelf over there?
Oh,
hey, Endorian, get off the Horgon.
I don't see a name above their head. Oh wait.
No, it's an NPC.
Oh,
Sometimes they'll do that. They'll just randomly stand around just to keep the illusion of things being alive. If you happen to be the only one in the zone.
Hippadar. Who is that? Who's Hippadar?
That's memory leak.
That's memory.
That's an amazing name. Well,
I think behind myself and Spaz, he's like our number one like fleet person here.
that is. I'm just applauding the name. Like how you got that name is.
So you know
so
how
creative.
like the Jem'Hadar have like the apostrophe stuff. So like I've got one that's called Jokes apostrophe aside. I've got another one. I can't remember what his name is.
Right.
I know. I really want to get back into No Man's Sky. I don't know. I feel like I got a little I feel like I got a little hurt by it. That's all. It kind of burnt me.
Oh, sorry. Well, I have some fun news. We got a new TV. It's a hand-me-down. But we got a 55-inch plasma.
Ooh,
Amazing.
plasma.
Yeah, I love plasma.
I haven't heard about plasma TVs in a long time.
They don't make them anymore. That's the thing. They stopped making them, which is a goddamn shame because, oh my God, their picture quality is just off the charts. But they generate a lot more heat and take up more power than like LCD or whatever. So like, they're not as popular.
Wow,
So-
I was dancing on my surfboard over here.
So I've got my 46-inch TV now that nothing's happening with. So up to this point, all my consoles have lived in the living room with the one TV we have. But now we're going to move them all in here to this table next to my computer. So I'll have like a console area next to my computer here. So I'll be much more keen to probably play console games as well now. Be like, oh, I'm just going to slide over here and play some Crackdown or something.
Yeah, you
I'm
know
very-
what's actually
I'm
really
very
cool
excited
is
about
the pass-through feature on my Elgato HD 60S
Mm-hmm.
makes having my consoles right here really nice. I really like the pass-through feature on it.
I gotta say, once I get all the consoles over here, I'm gonna figure out a way to do that, to be able to bring the video from the console over here and capture it. So maybe I'll be able to finally do some streams of Armada, you know?
Well, yeah, 'cause the pass-through feature is great because like you don't even need the TV on the other end. I literally have the console going to the HD 60, and then from the Elgato, it goes straight into USB 3.0 into my computer.
Oh wow, the HD
So
60.
like, you don't even need the it's the HD 60s. So like you don't even need the output to another device for it to work. So that's the nice thing about it.
Pretty great.
And in your case, you would because you're actually going to put it to your TV. So I think the problem that you're going to run into though is if you can get yourself a long enough. You're either going to have to do two things. You're either going to have a long enough two long HDMI cables or a really good long USB 3.0 cable.
Well, it could be done. I have no doubt it can happen. I'm excited that I'll have a separate little gaming area over here now. Because like before, like if I wanted to play on a console, it's like, oh, I got to go to the other room and I got to break out the controllers and blah, blah, blah. It was just a chore to load the consoles up in the other room.
It's getting dusk out, guys.
Oh, that's pretty.
There is a day-night cycle here.
Yeah,
And,
I have an older Elgato, but someone bought it for me. I'm very appreciative of the person who bought it for me. When I started doing the streaming thing last year, but it's a used model, so it doesn't really work. And like the USB connector is kind of busted, so like you have to hold it a certain way for it to work, and then the lag is insane, absolutely insane. So there was a 30-second lag.
Did you see Spaz's name over here?
Commandar Vanguard. Wait. Oh, I can't. Oh man, it hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, delightful. Absolutely delightful. But yeah, once I get all those consoles over, I'm going to figure out definitely how to start capturing them. That would be great. Yeah, but
because I've been playing Crimson Skies, the 360 Crimson Skies on my Xbox.
Oh,
and
God.
Jim was showing me about it. He's like, "Hey, do you have this? You should get it." And this was, I don't know how long ago this was, but anyway, it was exactly like playing. Oh, what was the name of that game?
The nice thing about that. Sorry, the nice thing about
Freelancer vibes. That's what it is. Freelancer. It reminds me a lot of like.
The thing that's great about that Crimson Skies game is I thought at first it was just a port of the PC version. And I love the PC version, but no, it's a completely different game, which is amazing. So I actually got that too, and it loads great on the Xbox 360. So I started playing that recently as well, actually, and that is a fun game. It's a great universe. I keep meaning to read the books. Because apparently it's based off a role-playing game, but there are also novels. So I want to read the novels.
Well, yeah, Crimson Skies was originally facile.
Right. It was like was it a board game or an RPG? It was an RPG.
Board game.
Oh, it was a board game.
There's part of Crimson Skies that kind of reminds me of Tailspin a little bit.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of BattleTech with airplanes, kind of thing.
Well, I mean, Jordan worked on it. So
Aerotech rather, more so with airplanes.
Has anyone played that Mech, that Warhammer aerial battle game that came out like a month ago?
I have not. I don't know which one that is.
Mechanicus something or other. God.
What, Adeptus Mechanicus? The term?
No, that's a different game.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
No, I know what you're talking about. It's the
God, what the hell's
like
it called?
Orcs and Imperium, like jet fighting.
Aeronautica Imperialis. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I saw it had like pretty horrific reviews, so I just kind of cringed and went.
Jose, yes. You have to download a little program. I don't know if it's an emulator or something, but when you plug in when you insert the disc for the OG Xbox Crimson Skies into a 360, and if the 360 is connected to the internet, then yes, you can play it. It'll download a little program, and then you can play it on your 360. Yeah, works great. So yeah, you can play. It's one of those backwards compatible games. Yeah, that's why I can never remember the name of this stupid game. Aeronautica Imperialis. What the hell?
Or if you have an Xbox One and access to the, store,
you can buy it that way
for $10. It's like $10.
Oh, how excited is everyone that they're getting rid of the paid requirement for Xbox Live for the Xbox.
Well,
and they're rebranding
it. Well, because they're getting rid of the Xbox Live subscription in favor of the Game Pass stuff. Because I think they're making way more money off of people getting Game Pass.
Yeah,
it's a hell of a deal, and I was watching somebody on YouTube was talking about it. It was just like when you have someone whose budget like can't even afford a $60 game in a month, right? Like let's say you're living on a very tight budget. $60 can sometimes be like, groceries for a week for some folks, depending on how tight things are.
Totally.
But if you spend like $15 for a whole month, just like let's say like this month, like I've got an entertainment budget for $15. That's a lot of gaming. That's a crap ton of gaming, and you don't even have to keep renewing that. You can just like do it for a month and then come back to it later. So yeah, it kind of makes a big deal when you look at it in those terms.
Yeah, it's an amazing deal. It's probably one of the best deals you can get in gaming, like period.
Well, I like it a lot more than the hey, here's a couple free games every month thing. Like PlayStation has done, Epic Store continues to do.
Well, even Xbox does that still.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It should just be like, hey, you know what? $5 a month. Here's all the games you can eat. So
it's really working out well for them, which I'm very glad to see, because a few other services have tried that, like Origin tried that. And
I would like to know how it works for the developers, honestly. Is like how much do they get paid versus the normal amount of sales that they would.
That's a good question.
That's interesting that you say that, because I was watching a thing that was talking just about that exactly, and one developer was saying it actually increased his sales because more people were able to try it and play it, and then ended up actually buying it.
Oh, so it's kind of like a lengthy demo, and if they really like the game, they feel compelled to spend the money to buy
well,
it.
Because third-party titles don't stay on live all the time, right?
That's true.
So on Game Pass, unless it's a first-party title to Microsoft, they don't stay on there for forever. So there's a chance that they'll go away. So if you really like it, you get a discounted price to be able to buy it.
Yeah, but don't ever buy it on Microsoft's store because Jesus.
No. I only buy first-party titles in the Microsoft store, and that's. Like, sometimes I'll get emails from, is there any deal? Like, hey, this game you want is on sale. Really? On the Microsoft store.
Dude, for me, it's like what we ran into the other night. That's the thing that just kills it, is like, why is it that you lock me out of my own files on my machine?
Yeah,
that doesn't help me a bit. And I installed the Microsoft Terminal client and was using it for like work stuff. And I tried messing around with putting a theme on it, right? Color scheme.
Oh, no.
And I blew the syntax. I forgot to like close a quote in it, and it saved. And then I couldn't relaunch it, and I couldn't get in there to fix the damn config file because it stored it in the directory. So I ended up having to uninstall it and reinstall it and like rewrite my config from scratch. And I was just like, wow.
Well, that's what you save a copy of it in a text file.
I got the terminal
that's
from
the thing. It opened a text editor, and I could edit the thing, but it saved it into that folder, and that program was the only way that you could access that file, and it wouldn't launch thereafter. Right, so I have no way to get the text file.
That's what I was meaning, though. Is like you just save the config in a text file and makes it easier later if you do run into a problem. But I do agree, though, that you shouldn't have to go through those kind of shenanigans if something breaks.
Yeah, I got the terminal from GitHub instead of the store, and I feel like that was a better decision.
Well, I mean, Microsoft owns GitHub too, but
but when you get it through GitHub, you don't have to deal with the store. You just install it,
right?
And it's there.
The two big criticisms that I have for Microsoft, and that's one too. Like I'll say that as a third. My two big ones. I guess that is one of them. The other big criticism that I have was I really feel like if they're gonna be on the PC market, then they need to help focus more on crossplay with Steam. Especially considering that they do sell some games on Steam, right? Like
Sea of Thieves, right? Sea of Thieves does have crossplay, I believe.
Well, I'm thinking of, like, for example, the Halo Master Chief Collection, right? So like, if I buy that through Steam, I get my Steam list, but like if I buy it through their store, I only get my Microsoft friends list. I don't get the Steam list.
Garbage.
If I'm not mistaken.
That's garbage.
So it's like, I can still play with the same people because it does work through the Microsoft interface, even if it's on Steam or whatever. I can still play with the same people. But it's like if I don't have them already friended in Microsoft, then I don't see them that way. You know what I'm saying? So I have to add friends again, which is not like a huge deal. But I would like to see more. If you're going to sell it on to a PC market, then you need to make it work with the PC market in general. Is my argument. So, and I know that they've got that ecosystem that all their stuff is tied into. Like I get it, but. If GOG and Steam can get past their differences on a lot of things and make stuff work together, then I feel like, I think more platforms need to do that. And I think we're going to start seeing that though. I think there's a lot more like Microsoft is willing because they're putting their stuff everywhere, right? Like, they're talking about being able to put, if I remember correctly, they were talking about being able to potentially put Game Pass on like the Switch or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Like that's ridiculous,
Well, I'd like to know how it's supposed to work on mobile phones. Like, are they going to stream it like an OnLive kind of thing, or what?
So there's two things with the mobile phones. Like you can with the game stream thing. So they have the console to phone that can stream, and that already works over an internet connection. So like if I go to the office, for example, I can just like stream my Xbox console to my phone.
Yeah, but if I'm paying $10 a month for it, then I assume that I don't have to own the console at that point. Right?
They're adding that in. So when the xCloud launches, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you automatically get the xCloud.
Oh, that's cool.
Like they're just giving it to you. Like if you already have Ultimate, they're just giving it to you.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Do the leg kick.
Hey, quick thing, Brian.
Huh?
On that emotes menu, there's a little pin icon on the top right of it. Use that, and then you can expand it so that you can get to the dances a lot easier.
Oh.
Do the snake.
Where's Brian at anyway?
Oh, I see that. That's handy. I'm
Brian,
dancing, man. I'm dancing.
Is there a dance-off somewhere?
There's a dance-off right now. Yeah. It's a dance-off.
Where at? Oh, is it over here? Oh, look at this.
Robot.
Well, it's too bad they never made a Star Trek game like that Star Wars dance thing.
Oh, God. They start the Star Wars Connect.
Do the Cisco, yeah.
Where the...
Do the Cisco.
Well, the Cisco would probably be a punch.
The Cisco will be to grab a guy and throw him against the wall. That's the Cisco. And then he'll grab a tablet. And then he'll grab a tablet and throw that against the wall. That's what Cisco does. He throws things against walls and then yells at people.
Do the things that he's saying?
That's what I've been...
Yeah, you have to follow the instructions they give. Do that specific dance, and then you do enough of them in a row, and you get more of the favors.
Oh, nice.
This is so fun and stupid at the same time.
Yeah, I love it.
It takes about 12 minutes to get it done if you're doing it from the very start.
Oh, I just got something for it.
I got a little something.
10 favors.
Yeah, that gives you, I think, 10, 15, and then 25 if you've done the full series. And then it counts for your event progress for the day.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons to play Star Trek Online.
Do the leg kick.
They do these events all the time.
Okay, so if any of you guys don't own Barony, they have it on the Epic Store for free this week.
Barony is great. It's also hard as fudge.
Yes.
Do the snake.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I've played Barony, and I've never lasted long.
I'm still very much surprised at, like... Wow, we're all in synchronous over here. I am very surprised at how many games that Epic just constantly keeps giving away. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, they're giving away a lot of games for free to a lot of people.
Kind of an
well, it gets more people using the platform, which ultimately is a good thing.
No. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just like
Amazed.
It's just I'm amazed at how much money they have to do that. You know, like
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, but then they got the exclusive
Just
stuff
dance.
like Horizon Zero Dawn was dropping in a week, less than that. What's today? Today's the 4th. Oh, 3 days.
it's not exclusive. No, it's on Steam too.
Oh, is it? Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Iron
Yeah.
Harvest next
Do
month.
the sidestep.
Is that
Well, that's
next
not
month?
exclusive.
Is that finally
Yeah, I
coming
don't know
out?
where
it's
you're getting
on
this
1st of
exclusive stuff
August.
from.
I didn't say it was exclusive. I'm just looking at their shit. That's.
Yeah,
But
I'm
they-
terrible
I-
at
I
it, but
thought
it's a
that they-
great game.
I thought that they were
Dance
actually
club
putting
style.
Horizon out as exclusive to these guys. I got so used to that after the first year that if I see it on here, it's like, oh, I won't see that on Steam for a year. But I guess not. So they're apparently relaxing.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, some of the stuff was
Raise
6
the
months.
Yeah, some was a 6-month agreement, some was a year, and others are just multi-platform, regardless.
Yeah.
Dance club style.
Dance club style.
Club style. Hey, Ponicus. Yeah, we are in Star Trek Online just hanging out and chatting today because no topic.
Just dance.
City of Heroes lives in STO. What does that mean? I know there's this kind of a City of Hero remake thing or emulation thing. It's not entirely legal.
Well, a lot of them aren't entirely illegal, but
Oh, this is the same underlying
I mean-
engine as City of Heroes? Really? I didn't know that. That explains a lot, actually.
Do the leg kick.
Dances are so dumb.
yeah, they're doing all the basic ones, like because not everybody has some of like
Yeah, I
the
don't
Jester
have
or the Ferengi or
Yeah, the only ones that they give are the basic ones that anyone can have. But if they ever just say, just dance, then you can do the dance mix, which is up at the top.
Do the leg kick.
You do the leg kick.
do the leg kick. Yeah.
You do the leg kick, and you do the leg kick, and you do the leg kick.
So Ponicus is saying Cryptid adopted City of Heroes to make Star Trek
Raise the
Online.
roof.
Didn't know that. Surprised you don't have more
I mean, it
people
wouldn't
flying
surprise
around.
me because there's quite a few MMO games that have a very similar engine to them.
Yeah.
A lot of like the SOE games back in the day
Raise
did.
the roof.
I am raising the roof.
I'm already, I've been raising the roof, sir.
We can't raise it any higher.
Did you not see that we're raising the roof? And the roof is on fire?
Do the robot.
It's kind of like that that Super Troopers
That's all
thing where
for
it's just
now.
like
See you
pull
again
over.
soon.
We're already pulled over. We can't pull over any further.
Oh, God, that's right. I forgot it. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Up, and away, Dan.
Oh, is it
Bye.
done? I guess it's done?
Yeah.
How do I stop dancing?
If you just walk, you'll stop dancing.
Oh, okay. All right. That was silly.
Well,
what a
check
good
your
time.
event progress. It should have given you credit for the event for the day.
Where do I do that?
Hit the L key, and then it's the second tab, and then you'll see seasonal summer.
Oh. 0 out of 20.
There's even an event store, so it's a summer event right now, and you can use some of the points that I wouldn't right now, but you can use some of the points that you're getting to like buy, novelty items. Actually, in there, if you scroll
he
down,
didn't get credit. But
What?
yeah, he didn't get the credit for the thing. Probably didn't start it soon enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
You probably have to do it. Well, if he was able to get the jetpack thing, he could just go do the jetpack thing and call it a day. But I think that's probably the easiest one to do, in my opinion. But if you scroll down through the event store, I don't know if you know how to get to the event store, But in there is where you can actually buy some outfits. So you can be able to buy like a Ryzian outfit, or you can buy like
oh yeah, I see that.
There's some baseball uniforms in here, so you can get like the Niners baseball uniform.
How do you get on a hoverboard thing?
You need to actually have one.
Oh, I do not. Okay, that's fine. I'm disqualified. Oh no. Gonna go to the hotel lobby and see if there's a vendor here. Probably is. Oh, there you are. Power border. Oh, I can buy one. Oh no, I can't. Oh wait, I can. Wood with
Yeah,
blue.
you have enough to get a basic one.
Ooh, look at that. All right.
The only thing I consider a drawback about these events is that you do have to kind of do them every day. There's this one is running for 30 days, and you have to get credit for 20 of them, but you're already disqualified, so you won't be able to run the course. But hey, you can at least tool around a bit and explore. But the thing is that you get 20 days worth of credit that you have to gain, and you can get credit once every 20 hours. So technically you can do it in less than 20 days if you're playing every day.
Oh boy. Whee! That's fun. I want one of these in real life. It would make getting around Los Angeles a lot easier. Oh my lord.
You said the same about the Vulcanoids drill.
Oh god, that's true. That's also true. That is also true. I worry about that Vulcanoids drill. That would because it's so unstable here, you know? We've had a lot of little earthquakes lately.
Living on a fault line. That's
exactly. That's not a good idea to do the Vulcanoids thing. As much as I love that drill ship thing, which is great. I can't wait for that game to be done so we can return to it. Because that is just a fantastic game.
Oh, what is this?
What? Whee! Fun. Really fun. All right, let's start wrapping up. So, folks, we're going to wrap up for today. We have a guest next week. Coming back on the show, we are going to be welcoming Trevor Sorenson, the gentleman who made the Starfleet series. Because I've been obsessed with Starfleet 2 of late, if you haven't noticed. So we're going to bring him back. Because last time we brought him on, several years ago, I hadn't played Starfleet 2 yet. So we only talked about Starfleet 1. And I kind of regret that now. So we are bringing him back to talk Starfleet 2. And folks, if you haven't played or seen any of the Starfleet 2 streams, it's basically one of the best space games ever made. No lie. Oh, look at this girl just dancing behind the corner by herself. Dance like no one's watching. Because apparently no one is. Except me. So yeah, that's who we're going to have on the show next week. For our LAN party this week, we're going to try the World War I themed shooter Tannenberg. Which we were all sent keys for. Very nicely.
Were we?
Oh
yeah, that's right, we were.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing that on Thursday, and tomorrow for our 6 a.m. stream, if I can get up early enough to do it, again, more Starfleet 2. The Star Trek game, it's the best Star Trek game that isn't Star Trek, but it also is the best Star Trek game ever made. No lie. So thank you so much for hanging out with us today, folks, as we just hung out and shot the stuff. And a special thank you to those who support us via Patreon and Twitch. You guys are the best, and I love you. And with that, we hope you have a great night, and we'll, if nothing goes wrong, see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for some Starfleet 2. Have a great night, y'all. Bye-bye.